Peace and blessings, it's Nye and Tootles!
Hello!
And I wanted to do a fun video, and I thought, since you guys love Tootles so much, you do. She's so sweet. We were going to do the mom tag. And I just read through the questions. I just printed them out. I was like, let's do this. And then I read them. I was like, oh my, there's some in here that are a little hoo-hoo. All right. I was troublemaker. You have no idea. All right.
She might not be smiling after this is over.
No, I'll be crying. Be like, Mother, why did you have to say such things? No. Okay, so what was I like as a child?
I would say that you were very shy. And I always picture when I used to take the three of you to gymnastics, and it would take you 10 minutes to warm up. You just sit on your little square, and she would not move. People would try to get her to do something. She'd just hunker down. And then slowly but surely, once everyone else was getting into the swing of doing their little cartwheels and front rollovers and whatever, Annie would join the group. But she would wait a good 10 minutes.
And then my older sister would be like, hello, I'm amazing.
She's a star. I'm a star.
I know. Okay. So what do you think about me making YouTube videos?
Well, I was a little leery in the beginning, and I wasn't quite sure what kind of audience or the people, and, you know, being an older person, you're always leery about that internet, you know.
That newfangled item.
That intranet. But
the World Wide Web.
But, I mean, for the most part, people are very nice. I do get concerned when there are people who make unkind comments and that sort of thing.
What do we call those? We just talked about them the other day.
I have a short-term memory.
Trolls.
Trolls, that's it. But we try to ignore the trolls.
Yes, don't feed them.
We don't feed trolls.
Don't feed trolls.
I have them out in my backyard.
Yeah, we keep them locked over there. Okay, what's something, God, I don't even, oh God, I think I know what you're going to answer this one. What's something funny I did when I was younger?
Well, unfortunately, I just saw a video that made me remind me of SeaWorld.
Okay, it's okay.
You don't mind?
I don't care, no.
Okay. And Annie was looking at, we were looking at the polar bears swimming around, and there was a walrus in there, and he was sort of attending to himself. And and he saw Annie. Annie was like plastered up against the glass like this. Like this, and all of a sudden this thing just 1,000-pound walrus starts swimming towards her and comes right up against the thing. Mommy, what's he doing? I don't know. How do you explain that to a 4-year-old? You don't. Yeah. Okay, let's move along.
I think I was a little older than 4.
Oh, well, it seemed like you were 4.
And ever since then, let me tell you, my family buys me anything that has to do with walruses.
Yeah,
like
we do.
Stuffed animals or postcards. Doesn't matter what it is. There's
always a walrus somewhere. There.
Okay. Have you learned anything about makeup or beauty from me?
Oh, yes. I wear so much makeup. My glasses are about as much makeup as I get.
Yes, but don't I give you facials and I give you
Oh, yeah, she'll
polish?
occasionally do my nails and stuff like that, but I don't normally wear.
Yeah, but I'm not a big makeup-y person. I mean, I the stuff I like, I like. Okay, what's a weird habit of mine?
A weird habit?
Yeah. Maybe we have the same habit. It's weird to other people. I don't know.
A weird habit? Oh, I would say, okay, your weird habit would be you have unusual sleep patterns.
Oh, yeah.
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 I mean, she's on China time. But she's more of a night owl.
Yeah. I'm trying to get on a routine, but it's really hard. It's really hard. Because I'll do it for like a week and a half, and then it's like nothing.
She gets sucked into the vortex of YouTube, and then she's up till 4, and then goes, oh,
or
dear.
reading. Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
remember.
She'd start a book, whatever it was, and she'd just read it till she finished it. So it might be 8 hours later, and she'd be done.
Yeah.
And of course, it might be 5 in the morning.
And I have to get up and go to school or go to work. So no sleep. I would rather read, apparently. Okay. If you had to rename me, what would you rename me as?
I couldn't rename you.
No.
Because your dad and I spent a very long time on designing your name.
Yeah. My full name is Anirin. My mom calls me Annie.
Yeah.
My friends call me Nye. If that makes any sense.
Well, now, I mean, our family, my side of the family is from Britain, and my dad was Welsh, and many of his relatives were named Anirin. So anyway, I mean, it was a family name, and we just feminized it, and so we could get Annie out of it or Nye out of it.
And all my uncles' nicknames were like Nye or,
Yeah.
well, Bubbles, but that...
Different name.
different.
Oh, his name was Anirin. So,
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. And since they never had any offspring, she was sort of like their token
daughter. When you guys go out, when we go out to eat, what do I eat typically?
We don't go very many places, but
No.
it's either you get a pizza or a sub or a salad. I mean,
It's pretty much whatever everybody else is
yeah.
ordering.
There's nothing unique there.
What is one thing you wish she would do?
Automatically empty the dishwasher without asking.
Okay. And then in life in general.
I was just being honest there.
Hey,
Okay.
can't fault honesty. You really
Okay.
can't. But in life in general.
What was the question again?
Is there one thing you wish she would do?
In life. Be happy.
Thank you, Mother. Okay, here we go. What is something I do that annoys you?
Occasionally leaving a little mess around.
My little projects?
Projects. Laundry. Dishes. Whatever.
Just projects.
Projects.
What is something I obsess over?
What is something you obsess over?
Yeah.
What do you obsess over?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
I can't think of anything I obsess over. That's like public obsession. I mean, I've obsessed stuff in here, but not
I can't think of anything.
No, me neither. Where would you like to see me in 10 years? Alive.
Yes, alive, happy, doing the job that you really want to be doing, which I think is in a creative vein.
All right. When were you most proud of me?
Well, I think after we went on our trip to Rome
Right.
and Europe, and we spent a month looking at every single art museum known to mankind, she comes back and she goes on the phone. She talks to some lady for 3 hours, and lo and behold, she was accepted over the phone to a college.
Well, I sent them my portfolio.
I don't know. You talked to them for like 3 hours, and
Yeah.
then they talked to me, and I said, "Yep." And so we went down and looked at it.
Yeah, because before then, I was a struggle.
She was struggling through.
Yeah.
So I mean, I was very proud that she took the initiative, and found something that she wanted to do, and so she went to the University of
The Art Institute.
the Art Institute down in Tampa.
What's the worst thing I've ever done? Do the money one.
That's what I was thinking. Annie has her sense of her truth and the real truth.
What?
So if you ask her, who took the money from
I
this
don't,
spot?
And wait, no.
She would
If
go-
you ask me a question that I don't want to answer, you
So,
have to be very
Who
specific.
took the money from the dryer? I didn't. I didn't do that. I put it over here, and
Well,
then I
this
moved it.
is after like an hour of interrogation.
And not just one kid, all 4 kids. It was like, all right, who took that money? And
Mind you, it was quarters. But I digress. And so, lo and behold, you had to ask me the specific question.
The specific location. It wasn't the dryer. It was on the countertop.
And I moved it from here to here, and then I took it.
Drive us crazy.
Okay. What's your favorite moment of us together?
I really enjoyed it when we went on our trip together.
Yeah.
That was I tried to take each child over to Europe by themselves, and we would travel for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And our goal with Annie was to travel and hit every art museum from Rome all the way up to Ireland. Mm-hmm. And we spent a month doing it, and we had a wonderful time. And we had a good time. She said, "Oh, I don't know how to find my way around anywhere," but she did all the locating.
Yeah, that was like one of the best
places.
Trips. Yeah.
So, and everybody has highs and lows on a trip, but we really got along
Apparently,
pretty well.
I was hilarious.
And I just keep repeating the same story over and over again to all my relatives. And she goes, "If I hear that one more time," and I'm there, "I'm sorry, but it's the first time I'm seeing them in like 3 years. I'm just updating them on what the families do." Okay, sorry.
Okay.
I digress.
So how was I in school?
I would say she was like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
And that means from kindergarten till you got your master's degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very much of a whoa, like this. We didn't know where she was going.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, as parents, you're like, "Oh, how can I help you?" That kind of thing. And so it was just a process of not giving up. Mm-hmm. And that's what I tell parents even now. No matter how frustrated you get, no matter how whatever problems your kids might be having, just never give up on them.
Yeah.
And to me, Annie is the product of never giving up.
Thanks, Mom. Mm. Yeah, like I almost didn't graduate
from high school. We didn't know 2 weeks before she graduated whether she was going to graduate or not. So.
And I had to write a letter of apology.
Yes.
Because I didn't take her final seriously enough, apparently.
Okay, we won't. That's another story.
But for my undergrad and my grad.
Yeah, then you started kicking it in.
Yeah. Well, I had to be in my undergrad for like 10 years.
No, it wasn't that long. It just seems that way.
What would you change if you could raise me again?
I would think pretty much everything would be more or less the same. The problem is, it's always nice to be able to talk in hindsight. Oh yeah, I would do this, I'd do that. But in reality, when you're growing up and you're living, you have children, you're working full time, your jobs are stressful, you're trying to balance all the finances and everything. You do the best you can. Mm-hmm. You just do the best you can while in the moment, and hopefully that's enough, to keep you going later on. And so I wouldn't change anything, because life sort of throws some very hard knocks at your way, and you just have to learn to deal with them. Could I have done something differently or been more supportive? I'm sure I could have.
Nah, I honestly think that our childhood, like me and my siblings, it was pretty idyllic. Like, it really was textbook, playing outside, going on huge family vacations. We were very blessed growing up. And I wouldn't have changed anything, really.
Well, I mean, we live out here in the middle of nowhere, and so we decided, we're going to have kids when we're going to have kids. We weren't planning much of anything there. And all of a sudden, we had 4 kids in 5 years. So it was like they ended up becoming their best friends.
Mm-hmm. It takes a lot for me to go out and socialize with other people that's not family.
So, I mean, family is like a big thing.
Yeah.
It's a big thing. And we're close to pretty much everyone in our family, so.
Yeah. Would you say I'm the black sheep?
I mean, you are obviously a little different than everybody else
You're sweet.
in the family. But, everybody has choices that they make. And so, you made your decision and I just support you.
Because you're so sweet.
Well, I don't know if I'm so sweet.
You're so sweet.
Okay.
All right. Describe my perfect type of guy.
In all honesty, I think if you are with a family that's close, then you need to have a spouse that can, or a friend who fits in with the family.
Yeah.
And not that you're marrying the family, but really, you want to have that conversations. You want to have that fun and enjoyment. And if you separate yourself, for whatever reasons, from the family, then it, makes it a little hard. And the thing is, it's not like we're like ogres or anything. We're not. I think we try to be very accepting of people of all different types. So.
Yeah, that's true. Because some of my friends I've had in the past, like even just, it doesn't matter if it's who it is, whether it's a spouse, a future spouse, or a spouse, or friends, if they don't fit in with the family, they don't really last very long.
Well, I don't know. I mean, every family is different, but at the same time, I think
we're just so tight.
I think if you, just roll with the punches, kind of thing. We tend to be, like to have a good fun and make jokes and stuff like that. So
you got to be funny.
Yeah, you have to have a sense of humor, or life's too short.
Indeedly do.
Yeah.
All right. So I hope you enjoyed this and maybe learned a little about me and Toodle-magoodles.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it was nice talking.
Bye.
Toodles.
So you promised to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I don't know if you can handle the truth.
I don't think I can. I just looked through all the questions and I was like, oh, snappy dap. This is going to be an interesting video.
It certainly could be.
All right.
Okay.
So.
Will we still love each other afterwards?
I'll always love you.
Okay.
I will always love you.